The president is demanding a Social Security boost as lawmakers come together and write it up. I have the details for you here in this video, as there's still a lot of confusion out there, and I've been getting a lot of questions down below in the comment section on previous videos. So I want to come back here in this video and talk about what is going on, what the president is demanding, what lawmakers have written up, and how this translates into Social Security, because things have changed a little bit, but at the end of the day, this is also a really good thing for seniors overall. I'll explain all the details for you here in this video. Now, first off, let me know down below in the comment section. Quick question. Do you think it's been chaotic this year, or is it just me as it pertains to Social Security? It just seems like a lot of things have really changed in a massive way, and a lot of which is like, what's really going on anymore? Well, again, why I continue to come back in these videos every single day and update with you with what's going on, as I totally recognize it's a very confusing time and a lot of uncertainty, a lot of seniors out there wondering what's happening, which, by the way, quick side note, I just want to throw this out there super fast. This is not within the topic of what I want to discuss here, just a really interesting side note. In the month of March alone, 80,000 additional people filed for Social Security above and beyond what typically file in any given month. Does that give you maybe a little bit of a warning sign, as in seniors are feeling very uncertain, like, gotta get my benefits now before they go away, something like that? I don't know. Thought that was a very interesting statistic. Totally off topic here, but just want to throw it out there really quickly. I find that to be very fascinating. Okay, anyway. So here's the deal. We've been hearing all of this about Social Security for so long. Obviously, we know that, right? But here's the deal. The president originally told us no more taxes on Social Security. Okay, good. However, that's not happening anymore. That's not going to be a thing, right? We've seen that in this reconciliation bill. In fact, according to the reconciliation law from back in the 70s, when basically the law was passed opening the floodgates to the reconciliation process, which you might be wondering, what is that in the first place? All it really does is it just opens the door for a simple majority vote in the Senate, is essentially what it comes down to. Because realistically, any normal piece of legislation needs 60 votes in the Senate to pass, right? In general, right? But then what the reconciliation process comes in, it basically just goes down to a simple vote. Majority, well, just majority vote. That's it. Just 50 plus 1, right? So 51 votes in the Senate is all that would do it to basically continue or to push it on through with the reconciliation process, okay? That's basically all you need to really know about it. Same situation in the House. So it allows a single party to really move forward with an agenda if they have a slight majority in the House and the Senate, and then obviously the presidency. They can really pass just about anything they want. But within reconciliation rules, they cannot reform Social Security. We've talked about that before in other videos, right? But anyway, that's the deal. Okay, so going back to this whole no more taxes on Social Security, there's also been this discussion and the implementation of this $4,000 boost to the deduction. Okay, I wanted to be very careful with the way that I said that, so there's no misleading information. In fact, I was out just a few days ago in a separate dedicated video talking about that and clarifying everything, because there's a lot of bad information out there and a lot of headlines suggesting that you're getting a $4,000 boost to your Social Security. That's unfortunately not true. In fact, I made that very clear in the video the other day. That's not the case, right? But rather what this is, let me just throw this out there and just kind of explain what this is. Okay, so we have the availability to file a tax return, federal tax return, state tax return, whatever. We're talking on this federal level here, okay? So on the federal level, again, not tax advice, not accounting advice. This is not professional, legal, financial advice in any way, shape, or form. I'm not your accountant. I'm not your CPA. Talk to your own professional. Anyway, had to throw out that disclaimer really quickly, right? I always got to throw the disclaimer out there. But anyway, when we go to file our taxes, everybody can take the standard deduction. You can take the standard deduction, or you can itemize whatever would give you a greater deduction. Again, just talking in very general terms here. However, in addition to the standard deduction, there's an extra deduction for those people that are aged 65 and over. Okay, 65 and over, there's an extra deduction. They're increasing it to $4,000 from the current level of about $1,600-ish for right now. So they're increasing it to $4,000. So the concession is, and President's very aware of this, and why they're not doing the original plan of no more taxes on Social Security is because, well, they can't reform Social Security within the reconciliation bill, right? Within reconciliation laws, they cannot reform Social Security. Okay, but instead, they're boosting the additional bonus standard deduction for seniors 65 and over to $4,000. So somebody could take the standard deduction and then, provided they're 65 plus, they could also take the bonus deduction on top of that of an extra $4,000, unlocking about $19,000 in deductions. So what that really means is that if somebody's income is below that threshold, their income is then zero. No tax liability whatsoever. Okay? So that's what that is all about with the whole deduction thing. Now, I'm going to say this much. I said this the other day in the other video as well. This, although it is not no taxes on Social Security, taxation of Social Security benefits will still be there. But the difference now is that that would have only impacted about 35-ish million people, as in seniors, if they would have removed taxation on Social Security benefits. It only would have benefited about 35 million seniors. However, this extra $4,000 deduction is available to all seniors age 65 plus. What is that number? Nearly 100 million people. It's nuts. So rather than impacting and actually benefiting 35 million seniors, roughly, give or take a little bit, or maybe even less than that, more like 30 million seniors, it now impacts nearly 100 million seniors because of this $4,000 deduction, right? Does that kind of make sense? And again, President's 100% on board with this, demanding something like this, and the lawmakers do this. And lawmakers have written this whole thing up, and it's in the reconciliation bill as the concession to no more taxation on Social Security. That's the give and take here, okay? Concession being an extra $4,000 deduction. Here's a couple other things that you're not really hearing out there. This is temporary. This is not forever. This is only out until 2028, that $4,000 boost, okay? It would also be indexed to inflation, so it'll also be going higher here over the next handful of years. It'll be moving higher a little bit, okay? So that's what that is. Now, some people have been reaching out asking, I don't file a tax return. What does that mean for me? Okay, I'm going to be fair with you. I'm going to give it to you straight to the point here. Nothing means absolutely nothing to you. If you don't file a tax return, number one, your income isn't high enough to take advantage of the additional $4,000 deduction. But number two, at the same time, I just want to be fair with you and just give you a level playing field here. If you typically do not file a tax return in the first place, no taxes on Social Security would not have benefited you either because your income wouldn't have been high enough, right? Taxes on Social Security benefits is determined on combined income. Over $25,000 as an individual, over $32,000 as a married couple is when taxes are now applied to Social Security benefits. Does that make sense, right? So to be fair, if you're a senior that typically does not file a tax return, your income would be under the threshold in which you would have been impacted by no taxes on Social Security in the first place, and then also this $4,000 deduction also does not impact you. Does that kind of make sense? But if you're a senior who has an income of, say, $25,000, $27,000, $30,000, and this extra $4,000 deduction, now you've just saved a bunch of tax liability money. You've just saved a bunch of money there because you get to take that extra $4,000 to offset your income, and then you're not taxed on that. Does that make sense? Right? So anyway, I hope this clarifies it, but yes, this president is totally on board with this. This is the concession for no more taxes on Social Security. In exchange for that, they're doing the $4,000 boost to the standard deduction. That's what that is, just for seniors 65 plus. Does that all make sense? I know, a lot of moving parts here, a lot of confusion around this, and just want to clarify that. Hope this helps you. Otherwise, hey, not only is it important to save money on taxes and other liabilities and things like that, but another really good way to do it is saving money on your Medicare. Seriously, you don't realize this. You're probably paying way too much for your Medicare and you don't even know it. That's the thing. Unfortunately, 90% of seniors are on the wrong plan. You realize that? 90% of seniors, wrong plan. What I'm talking about is your Medicare supplements, Medigap plans, Medicare Part D, Medicare Advantage, whatever you're enrolled in. That's what I'm talking about here. Do yourself a huge favor. Connect with these trusted advisors right here. This phone number right here is your team of trusted advisors. I did a couple months of research looking around to find the leading advisors, the trusted advisors, the leaders in this space, the best at what they do, the best in class in the space of helping seniors navigate Medicare and finding the best plan. It's them right there. It's 100% free service. Please utilize that. Call them, put them to work. When you call them, come with your list of questions. That's totally fine. We've all got a list of questions on Medicare. Ask them your list of questions on Medicare. They will look through 20,000 plus plans across the country to find you the best plan at the best price with the best coverages and the best fit for you and your personal needs. So you can see the doctors and providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to visit, the prescription needs if you have any at all. They're looking through all of it and finding you your best options for what you personally need for your coverages. We all need something very different. We should not be on the same plan. That's why they have 20,000 plus plans across the country. So there's optionality so we can all find what we need, because we definitely do not need the same plans, right? We all need something a little different. Anyway, they're helping seniors every single day, which, by the way, those people right there, those trusted advisors, get this, I've seen the numbers on this. Thousands and thousands and thousands of you here in this community have called them with that exclusive phone number. It's incredible how many of you here in this community have already called them and received some assistance from them. Seriously, give them a call now and let them look through your plan, review your situation, and see if they can find a better fit for you to save you money, which, by the way, the average senior is saving $1,100. Obviously, that's not guaranteed. Some save more, some save less, but that's the average savings from the seniors that they're working with. $1,000, actually $1,100 from calling that. A 5, 10, 15, maybe 20-minute phone call, saving you a boatload of money. That's a really good return on your time, if you ask me. Anyway, here's another quick little pro tip. I'm going to throw this out there super fast. We're only a few months away from opening annual enrollment. Annual enrollment is literally only a few months away. I know it feels like, oh no, it's so long from now. It's going to be here before you know it. Call them now. Establish that communication. Let them review your situation and look through available plans. So when annual enrollment hits, you're at the front of the line rather than the other 70 million people in line behind you. You're right at the front of the line. Establish that communication now. It's so incredibly important. The annual enrollment time frame does not last very long, and it's coming quick. It'll be here before we know it. Be at the front of the line. Call them. Establish that communication now. That is your exclusive phone number. You'll be connected with a dedicated Medicare team. They will find you the best options. They will work diligently. They'll listen to you and just think how good it would feel to have the right coverages rather than just some random plan off the shelf. The right coverages will help keep you protected and save you a ton of money. Anyway, who do you know? Think of a few people that you know, 1, 2, 3 people, again, friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, your favorite cashier at the local grocery store or pharmacy, the garbage man, the recycling man, the postal worker, anybody like that. Feel free to share that number as well so they can take advantage of that service as well. Totally free to get some assistance with their Medicare. Again, Medicare supplements, Medigap plans, Part D, Medicare Advantage, initial enrollment in Medicare. They can help out with all of it. Anyway, if you're new here, if you've not done so, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Big subscribe button down below the video. Please consider sharing this video. Big share button down below as well. Check out the nearly 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen in just a second. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy, have a good one, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in the next video.